Wrestling has more than one royal family. Acknowledge me! And we want to see!
What is up, guys? Welcome back to Wrestling Crossroads. As always, I am one half for Dynamic Duo Twisted alongside Brother Pyro.
Hi.
Well, damn.
What's up, y'all?
Alright, then just completely flounder.
Nah, what's up, y'all? How we doing?
We are back and we are recapping Royal Rumble that took place in Saudi Arabia.
Never again, please.
We had the Power Ranger Royal Rumble. Ha! I know, I really hate that. No. We're just, no.
Go Power Rangers!
Alright then.
Okay, you're not gonna sit there and tell me that a few of these women didn't look like Power Rangers.
Alright. Sir, I'm getting into this. So, starting us off, we have the enemies turned we're not best friends turned best friends. Charlotte Flair gets the surprise of a lifetime when she enters in at number 1, and Alexa Bliss enters in at number 2.
I called that, by the way.
Yes, you did.
I called it.
Yes, you did. To no notable name, Kiana James comes in at 3. We have Nia Jax in at 4, and Ivy Nile at 5.
Alright, cool. You say to no notable name, and to a degree I agree with you.
You even heard it. Ain't nobody popped for her.
Nobody popped for her.
That's why I said in a not notable name.
But we ain't gonna talk. We're not gonna sit here and talk like she didn't perform.
She did
better than her counterpart / business associate Julia in this match.
So there was something that I was reading on one of the wrestling pages that I follow, and it was talking about how when you look at Kiana James from the Royal Rumble, it's not Kiana holding Julia back, it's Julia holding her back.
I think I read the same thing, if not something very similar, that we eventually just need Kiana to turn on Julia and be the one to take the strap off of her, because Kiana actually has the potential to be a star right now.
Yes.
Versus Julia has quite noticeably floundered.
Yes.
Since her call-up.
Since not even just a call-up, just in general in WWE. They've done nothing with her.
But that's because they did really well with her in NXT.
That was very short-lived.
It was very short-lived. I think she could have benefited from some more time in NXT. Because not to say that she wasn't a big name in the wrestling world, but you can clearly tell that a lot of WWE fans were and are still very unfamiliar with who she is in coming over from Japan.
True. Okay. Obviously, if you know what a Royal Rumble is, you know kind of how the chaos can ensue. This one actually was beautifully
I will say,
beautifully paced.
With Charlotte and Alexa being number 1 and number 2.
Yeah.
It was very funny. They teased eliminating each other, and then they were like, nah, we just gonna sit here and we're gonna wait.
Going through just kind of some of the people that we have, we were shocked that we did get NXT Women's Champion JC Jane coming in at number 24. I'm just kind of looking throughout our numbers real quick.
Number 6 was Lola Vice.
Yes, number 6
was Lola Vice. We were very excited for that one.
We also had Sol Ruca from NXT coming in and showing out.
Saw something today, actually, talking about how she was low-key kind of the MVP of the Rumble. I want to take a moment to appreciate the hard work and dedication that she has to her craft. Because not only did she show up and show out as an in-ring competitor, 90%, or I believe about 100% of her gear
was made by her. Yes.
And you can find it on her TikTok, actually. She literally ordered the pants and the shirt off of Amazon.
And did the rest
herself. Like, WWE didn't make her gear, whatever. Like, it was quick shipment and done. Respect.
Agreed. When we talk about numbers, she did come in at number 10 and lasted to the final 3, and we'll get into that at the end. We also did have the disappointment at number 27. You can say the name, because Lord knows I'm not going to.
So to anybody that knows Twisted, y'all know she hates the name, the woman that is Kaylani Jordan.
Ew.
I bet you didn't even write her actual name.
No. Other noticeable names, number 25, we had Nikki Bella making her Royal Rumble moment. Not even returned, because I believe she was at the last one. But
Let's talk about number 15.
I was getting there. I was talking notable names, and then she was going to be brought up because of the stats. Sir, let me get to it. Who's covering this one? Is it me or is it you?
Sorry.
Oh, righty then. I know, you're very excited. I could talk about the fact that we didn't see Natalya, but we saw Natty.
Valid.
I could talk about the fact that even though for a short bit we got to see Maxine kind of show in and show out. I could talk about the fact that at number 29, making her Royal Rumble return since 2022, we got to see Brie Bella come back.
That part.
And at number 30, which we kind of agreed was, yes, happy, but kind of a waste of number 30.
Waste of a number 30 spot, but
yes.
Very happy. But you could have given her literally any other number.
You could have put her at 27.
But
WWE is back running on Tiffy
time.
Ooh. Oh my lord, you are so... No. Brother Pyro speaking about number 15, which was Miss Lash Legend.
Dude, she definitely showcased why she is a future star for the women's division in WWE.
She's a workhorse. So going into my stats a bit before we get down to our final 3 and kind of talk about what happened there. Lash Legend now holds a record in the Royal Rumble match, as this is her this was not her debut. This was her secondary one. Last year, she only lasted 20 minutes in the Royal Rumble. This year, she has eliminated 5 people in the Royal Rumble match. I believe she's just 3 under her mentor, Nia Jax, for the most Royal Rumble eliminations. Aside from that, obviously, let's get into kind of our last three women, being Tiffany Stratton, Liv Morgan, who came in at number 14, and Sol Ruca, who came in at number 10. These 3 women battled it out so heavily that they all ended up over the top rope on the edge of the apron. Sol took advantage of her athleticism and was able to almost take down and take out Tiffany and Liv. Once Liv was taken out, I think it was by Tiffany for a small bit. She was laying on the apron.
I think so.
Sol tried to take advantage of it, looking for a soul snatcher on the outside off the turnbuckle. That did not go in her favor.
Her double soul snatcher earlier in the match was very beautiful.
Yes, it was. Her soul snatcher, however, on the outside wasn't as beautiful, as Tiffany took that as the time to push her and thus eliminating her. Liv hits Oblivion and ends up winning the match, eliminating Tiffany Stratton.
What was it they said on commentary? No longer the bridesmaid, finally the bride.
Yes.
Because she's been runner-up for like 4 years.
4 or 5 years, yeah, definitely.
Been in all 9 of these matches. She finally got the win that has been eluding her.
Liv Morgan is the first ever woman. Obviously, you know, the Women's Royal Rumble hasn't been around long enough, but she is the first ever woman to win from the number 14 spot. And then our workhorse of the night, our Iron Woman of the night, Charlotte Flair, lasting at 59 minutes and 49 seconds.
Which is wild.
It is.
But
coming in at number 1,
it's kind of not hard to do. Really enjoyed this match, though.
What would your grade be?
Ooh. I don't remember if I actually wrote down grades.
Oh.
I'm going to be 100% 100% honest. I don't remember if I wrote down ratings.
Sir, I am slightly disappointed in you, but I kind of understand too. It was.
I gave it an A. I did remember that grade. There is 2 matches on this card, of the 4-match card, that I did not grade.
Okay. And who wins bragging rights for this Rumble?
So, to anybody that got to enjoy our live,
yes.
which was really fun, we definitely are potentially looking at doing it again in the future.
Yes. We'll have more details as we get closer.
To anybody that knows us, we like to play this little game, draw number. If you get the winning number, you get bragging rights. You get to keep one of the replica titles that we have with us for the year. Twisted wins her first ever women's Rumble. She won her first ever women's Rumble in the 3 or 4 years that we've been doing this now. Mm-hmm. So, congratulations on earning your bragging rights and being able to keep your replica in-house.
Yes.
You will not be so lucky next year.
Oh, well, we'll get to the men's later, obviously, and we'll get to see who wins bragging rights for that one as well. Take us into our next match as you so generously wanted. I just gotta say, though, I called this entire match card.
You did. You did. I respect it.
Brother Pyro needs a minute to console himself.
Brother Pyro definitely needs a minute because this match hit in the feels immediately. The now deemed career killer,
even though it's not true,
the ring general Gunther, takes on AJ Styles, who was putting his in-ring career on the line. This match was really well done. There was a lot of back and forth. I definitely watched this match less as an analyst and as a journalist and more as a fan of AJ Styles for the last 2 decades. I definitely watched more with my emotion than anything else.
Hey, that is perfectly fine.
Because
sometimes
at the end of the day, I am still very much a fan and I am still very much emotionally invested.
Oh yeah. You love wrestling as more than a majority of people who watch it nowadays can say that they love wrestling. I mean, this is the one topic of ours that in any type of conversation can make you, of all people, get heated, cry, and just completely shut down.
Plays into every emotion.
Yes.
Depending on how dedicated you are. Again, a great match. Both men really being true to their craft. Neither man really able to catch a lot of an advantage early.
Yes.
This match definitely went into some deep waters, though, because, this wasn't a quick match.
No.
And I love that for both men, because both men are Iron Men, are workhorses, and have proven themselves in the past to be able to go the distance when needed. Mm-hmm. After a lot of back and forth, a few countered sleepers, some countered calf crushers, a failed Styles clash, failed power bombs, failed attempts at, the phenomenal forearm.
Some drastic forearms in the corner.
Absolutely.
Oh, that was hard to watch.
Gunther's able to lock in a sleeper. You can see the emotion on the ref's face too, just anytime he was able to lock that in. Just, AJ, are you good? Can you keep going? Do you want to quit? Obviously, AJ being that resilient bulldog that he is. Mm-hmm. Obviously, he's not going out.
Yeah.
Without a fight. Mm-hmm. So again, able to counter, able to break free. Getting towards the end of the match, he has it locked in. Styles is, fighting, struggling for a while. And ref is, trying to, talk to him, keep his attention, whatever. And it seems like he may have passed out.
Starts to, noticeably fade.
He's starting to fade. Very noticeably. Ref is, yelling at him. He kind of pokes his arm. A quick lift determines Styles is out. Gunther has officially retired the phenomenal AJ Styles. Styles comes to. Ref is like, look, you're out. I'm sorry. You can tell he didn't want to do this. He didn't want to be the... I don't think any referee wanted to draw this match.
I gotta say one thing.
But what happened to the old school...
Thank you.
Yeah, you're going to lift 3 lift. Actually... give you a fighting chance.
Why is it that we pick and choose what matches we use it in?
Right, be consistent here.
Because if I remember correctly, the Gunther match at Mania when he tapped out, obviously tap out. But the match that he had almost following that
was a quick one.
It was a 1-arm lift. The next one after that was a 3-arm lift. The one after that was a single-arm lift. Cena's was a 3-arm lift and then a single-arm lift. And then Cena was...
Styles Cena actually tapped out, though.
I know. I'm talking it was a 3-arm lift, and then it was a single-arm lift. He had, pulled his hand up, and then he tapped out. And then we get to Styles, who's a single-arm lift. Why do we pick and choose when to use that rule?
When we want to... Right. Oh, yeah, no. When do we want to enforce that rule? Like I said, great match. I hate to see Styles go. Rumor report is that he will be somewhere in WWE HQ within the next week or so. They're talking about potentially having him work backstage as a producer.
Hey, I'd be okay with
Possible podcast coming from what I read in the rumor mill. Obviously, no one knows.
Yeah.
Because none of us are Styles. He might just be going home to spend time with his wife and kids.
Let's talk a bit post-match. What happened in the ring?
So he teased taking off the gloves.
Mm-hmm.
And he opted against it, threw up his, threw the gloves together, the P1, gave that, threw up the 2 Sweet in the corner. The fans got to have their final moment with him. Very emotional moment. I did not grade this match.
Yeah.
I don't think I could have given it a favorite.
No, I get it.
Speaking again as a true AJ Styles fan, been watching him since
you were little. Yeah.
But yeah, can't say I would have given this a fair grade.
No.
And wouldn't have let my emotions cloud the fact that I probably would have given it a significantly lower grade than it probably deserved as a match.
No, I understand
because I'm
that.
pissed off that Styles lost.
Oh no.
Pissed off I don't have AJ Styles anymore. I was at least hoping to get him to Mania.
Yeah, which is what should have happened. Honest to God.
And then Gunther being the asshole that he is. And yes, I realize what I said. No, right now, I don't care.
Nope.
Coming out to Styles music on Monday Night Raw. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about when it comes to Monday Night Raw. We're gonna get there, though. Next matchup in the queue? Alright.
Take it away.
Next matchup in the queue, we have the WWE Championship on the line. Drew McIntyre defends against Sami Zayn. Now, early on in this match, right out of the bell, Sami Zayn was able to pick up some momentum on his side. Able to get the upper hand.
Sami was smart, though, because Drew being the bigger, more methodical guy,
yes.
You need to go at him. Drew's not as a fast-moving guy as Sami is, being the size difference. So the fact that he went at him and he went at him quick and hard...
Yes, was absolutely beautiful.
Was the smart move.
However, as we know, early moments into the match, after Drew was able to counteract one of Sami's moves, he did nick his back. Sami ended up hurting his back, which did play a factor in the rest of the match. With the back obviously being in pain. Sami's not able to do much. Drew is decimating the remainder of the match. This was a quick match,
It was, and I'm not mad about it.
I'm not mad about it either. I wish, in a way that it didn't, the way I want to say it, I wish it didn't seep so much from the Gunther match before, where when Gunther was just being methodical and just being an asshole. I wish we didn't see pretty much a copy paste from that.
Personally, I'm going to say it this way. Swap the matches like they're placed on the card, and you get a lot better. You get two, and then you don't end up seeing that.
Yeah.
That copy paste. It's definitely two different matches.
Well,
However, I understand why they gave Gunther the spot that he did on the card, because he also did declare himself for the men's rumble later on that night.
Yeah.
So you have to give him time to, go to the back, get ready for that.
Whatever. Hate him. Anyways, so again, with that look being the way it was, it felt more like a copy paste than anything. Drew, being the sadistic man and the psychopath that he is, really took the beating to Sami in a way that he was just like, I'm just going to beat you because you decided to come for me and my title.
Honestly, once he noticed Sami's back injury, back bothering him, whatever, he was like a shark in water.
But he was,
and he smelled blood. He took advantage of it, much like he should have.
Yes, he did. It was just, I think it was more the teasing aspect of it that I was like...
Oh, he definitely was a cat playing with his food.
Oh, yeah. Ultimately, however, there was a moment where Sami did get the upper hand towards the very end of the match, ended up with a... his power bomb in the corner.
Thunder bomb?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the exploder?
Exploder. I was trying to think of which one it was.
The exploder.
Exploder, and he was able to hit half of a Helluva kick, but of course, getting that leg up with the back injury wasn't as high as he needed it.
He didn't connect as much as he would have liked.
Yeah. Drew then hitting a Claymore, and then really sealing that nail in the coffin, hitting a second Claymore up close. 1, 2, 3.
Honestly, though, I feel like if Drew doesn't do that, Sami kicks out of that first one.
And then it really...
Because it's Sami. Sami's resilient. A fighter. He's a resilient.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, Drew McIntyre retains the WWE Championship.
All right.
Any mental grade that you could give to this? I know you probably didn't write it down.
I probably didn't write it down. Oh, no, I did. I gave it a C. I feel like, once again, like, stemming from the energy that we had.
Yes. The
crowd still kind of being in shock from the match before wasn't as drawn into this match as they could have been. Mm-hmm. Again, if we swap places.
Yeah. Could have had a different outcome.
Like, you told a really good story, but, like... so much was taken out of it because of where it fell on the card.
All right.
And as much as I'm okay with Drew not being the transitional champion, because at that point, screw you for doing that, like building up to Drew's moment, I feel like you could have given Sami a moment. You could have given Sami a moment.
I agree.
Because fans have been clamoring for him for quite a while. Mm-hmm. And outside of Canada, where else is it going to be justifiable to give Sami a world title?
Sorry.
Thank you. All right, so now it is time for our main event, the Men's Royal Rumble. And man, did it start hot and heavy. I want you to give a really quick stat. Who was our Women's Iron Survivor?
Oh, I was going to get to that at the end, but
I want you to put it out there now, because I want the fans listening to really have a feel for what we witnessed.
Okay. Women's Iron Survivor or Iron Woman of the match was Charlotte Flair, as I stated before, at 59 minutes, 49 seconds.
Her total run time.
Yes.
Outlasted the entire run time of the men's Rumble by about 3 minutes.
Yes.
And that is wild, because never did I think in the country of Saudi Arabia. First off, I never thought we'd have a big four in the
country of Saudi Arabia.
In the country of Saudi Arabia, but much less with how Saudi looks and treats women.
Yes.
Due to their cultural beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't sue us. Like, it is just a known fact that in Saudi culture, women aren't thought of as high beings.
As the men, yes.
As highly as the men. So the fact that WWE went in there, gave the women a lot more time to shine than their men, really makes a statement.
Yes.
That I'm not mad about.
No.
So we're going to start off with number 1, making his main roster debut, the ruler, Oba Femi. Saw a post on Twitter, by the way, that Jordan Grace had retweeted because she found it funny, and it was, if anybody noticed the necklace that he had on.
Yeah.
The big Nigerian beads that he had around his neck. Because that man is very proud of
his country.
Of his culture.
His culture, his country, yeah.
But the fact that somebody had the audacity to tweet out, you have to be one bad man to walk into a fight with 30 other men with a necklace made of Dunkin' Donut munchkins.
Beautiful.
I saw the Jordan Grace retweet reading, "I'm sorry, but I'm in literal tears." I saw that and I cackled.
I don't doubt it.
The girlfriend had to look at me like, what is so funny? So I showed it to her, and I was like, by the way, he entered number 1. And then I was talking to her about the conversation you and I had. Because entering at number 2,
yes,
Bron Breakker, who is immediately attacked before he could enter the ring, causing Oba to quick elimination.
He was attacked, thrown into the ring by the masked man.
And then
the bell rang.
Eliminated.
Yes, and then quickly eliminated.
Just as soon as he got in.
Let's get the timeline there.
Okay. But I was like, but you and I were talking as the match was going on, because coming in at number 3 was Solo. At number 4, Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. At number 5, we got Rusev. Didn't think we were going to see Rusev. Kind of forgot he existed again.
Yeah.
But you and I were talking about what Oba's wrestling background was prior to WWE.
Yes.
And I told you, to my knowledge, he had none.
Yeah.
Like, last I checked, he was like
a rugby player.
Rugby player, I believe, or like, I know they talk about his like shot putting in like the Olympics or whatever, representing Nigeria. I know he did other sports, but to my knowledge, outside of WWE, there was no professional wrestling background. If any of y'all have that knowledge or like can fact check me, y'all know how to get a hold of us via Twitter, via Instagram, via TikTok. DM us. Let us know. Let me know specifically if I was wrong. Wrong, I'll bite that one. I'll take it on the chin. I'll even admit it on the next episode.
Yep.
But as far as I know, he was a shot put thrower and possibly a rugby player. So the fact that this man has showed up in the land of WWE, has showed out, has not even self-proclaimed ruler anymore. Like, that is a very well-earned moniker at this point in his career, which is wild because he's still very young and new to the business.
Yes.
So the fact that there is a lot more to come out of him is insane. But he recorded a quick 5 eliminations. Cole referenced the 2020 Rumble when then WWE Champion Brock Lesnar entered at number 1 and had a quick 13 eliminations.
Yes.
Because Oba was responsible for the elimination of Bron Breakker.
Yes.
Rusev.
Yes.
Want to say he eliminated Ray. I don't remember everybody that he I don't.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I want to say he went on to later be the one to eliminate Theory, but I could be wrong. I believe he also did eliminate Solo.
Yes, I believe so.
But like other notable names that entered, we had both Lucha Bros, and various stagnates of the match. Matt Cardona entered, which was really nice. Javon entered at number 8, and boy did that man show up.
Am I giving my stat?
He showed up. He showed out. Go ahead, give the stat as I continue.
Javon Evans earns 2026 Iron Man status as he lasted 40 minutes and 58 seconds in the Royal Rumble.
And you know what? What did he do? He went after Oba immediately.
Oh, yeah.
2 guys that have a storied history back in NXT.
What did I say? You said he was gonna be eliminated quick. I said that's his kryptonite.
No, but here's why I said Javon would be eliminated quick, because they alluded to it even on commentary. The fact that man likes to hit the ropes as much as he does.
Yes.
I figured a quick slip up, quick bump of the rope, quick elimination solely for that aspect.
But he's smart with the way he worked the ropes.
He was really smart about how he worked the ropes.
Oh, yeah. You're not going to enter into an opportunity this big at this age and completely screw it up.
So, I'm going to, again, notable names.
Yep.
We talked about the Vision.
Yeah.
Heyman accompanied Breakker, quick elimination. Coming in, we had, at number 15, the newest member, Austin Theory, makes his.
Yeah.
At number 16, we got Bronson Reed.
Yes.
At number 20, we got Logan Paul. So at one point, all 3 men of the Vision are in this match together and working as a unit.
Yes.
Obviously, that didn't last. That did not help them at all, because as the match went on, we got the elimination of Theory. Then we got the elimination of Bronson. Logan Paul being the Vision's Iron Man, because he did make it to the last 4 or 5?
I think he made it to the last 5, yeah.
Okay. Number 21, LA Knight, favorited. The crowd favorite to win this match.
Yes,
because
definitely.
we believe he earned it. Enters, and he lasted quite a while.
I think he was down last couple.
Yep. Cody Rhodes had entered at 14? Number 11.
11.
Cody Rhodes had entered at 11.
He thought this was going to be a 3-peat.
Jey Uso entered at 25 to then be followed up by 26. His cousin Roman. Saw a post on Twitter, actually.
Yeah.
Or on Facebook. Talking about how Jey at one point was offended at the fans attacking him, that he basically saying he was nothing more than an entrance, because why keep running it back?
Right.
Why keep running it back? In the middle of the Royal Rumble, I can also understand, whether it was producers, Gorilla, whatever, telling him to run it back. Why, instead of eliminating people in a 30-man match,
do you
choose to run it back? Your cousin comes in as you're about to start the run it back.
Yeah. His entrance
smacked the hell out of you. Smacked the yeet out you. His entrance basically took the entire 90 seconds for the next person.
Yeah.
Roman comes out following him. Kind of playfully gets into the run it back, and as he's about to do it, smacks the taste out of his mouth. And then proceeds to eliminate him.
Yeah. Right.
Which is wild. I want to talk about a moment that we really didn't get to acknowledge. So, coming in later in the match, or earlier in the match, was Brock Lesnar at 22.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think I know what moment you're talking about. Okay.
Now, we had a lot of teaser moments between him and Oba. We had a few interactions.
Can I bring up one thing?
But a lot of other people were getting involved and kind of killed those.
Can I bring up one thing? Because you had mentioned the Vision.
Yes, I was bringing in...
Okay, you were...
Heyman.
There we go.
Actually accompanied Lesnar out to the ring. But I had said it. As Theory came out, as Bronson came out, as Logan came out. If he's supposed to be their oracle, he's supposed to be the manager for the Vision, why did he only accompany Bron Breakker? And then I got my answer. But again, if Lesnar isn't actually associated with the Vision, because Lesnar and teams don't work.
Yeah.
Lesnar is a solo act through and through. Mm-hmm. Why did you accompany Lesnar out?
I agree.
Instead of coming out with the rest of the faction that you're supposed to be, that's supposed to be under your knowledge, under your tutelage. It makes no sense to me.
No.
I want answers for that. Now, with that being said, again, we had a few moments, these guys kind of going at it, two brick walls kind of going at it. Again, a lot of interruptions into what could have been magical moments.
Yes.
But so we were getting I want to say it was during the Jey Uso moment.
Yes, it was.
With Roman.
No, it was during the entrance.
Lesnar got eliminated by Cody and LA Knight. Mm-hmm. But not only did we not see it, it was a quick pass-over comment by Michael Cole.
Yeah.
That was a big moment. That was a huge moment in the Rumble. Because of Lesnar and his high status, that was actually a really huge moment that you missed out on.
Yeah.
Because y'all chose to focus on something that really wasn't all that relevant.
No, we were watching him walk down from the stands. I
love Jey Uso. Do not get me wrong. Mm-hmm. But what's more important? Yeats or watching Lesnar, a favorite.
Yeah.
Because of his status, because of his size, because of his ability in the ring, get dumped over the top rope. I'm sorry, but I'd rather...
By two little guys, too.
By two guys that, by a guy that has a personal beef with him and a guy that honestly should be primed and put it into the title picture right now.
Agreed.
Like, come on, guys. Do better.
Agreed.
But as we wind down, I know eventually Oba gets eliminated.
Yes.
I don't remember who eliminated him. But you know what? Oba had a great showing. 5 eliminations in your first ever Rumble. Mm-hmm. And
tied with Roman Reigns.
You caught, and you came in at number 1. You again showed why
I think you lasted down to the last 8 or 7 people. Yeah.
You showed why you can be the future of the business. Mm-hmm. But going into our last, I want to say it's 4 or 5.
Yeah.
It was Roman. Mm-hmm. It was Cody. I want to say it was Logan. Oh, and entering at number 30, the man who earlier in the night retired, AJ Styles.
Waste of a number 30 spot.
Also other notable names. We had Triple A's Mr. Iguana, who was eliminated by Damian Priest.
Yeah.
And we had the legendary La Parka. We also got 2 giant coffees. 2 large coffees, because we had El Grande Americano and El Grande Americano OG. So that was a lot of fun to see, and you know that there's going to be a story there later.
I'm going to dump them both down a drain.
There's going to be the story that continues to develop with that. But so, I believe those were our last 4. It was Logan, Gunther, Cody, Roman.
I think so.
Logan got eliminated first. Now it's the 3 main event players. Because no offense, Logan, but all offense in the world, I don't really care. you being in the world title picture, like if I'm WWE and I want to book the division, right? Your next IC champion is Bronson. Your next world champion is Breakker. Your tag team champions are Theory and Logan Paul. Done. We get to the final 3. Cody gets eliminated by Gunther. Roman and Gunther proceed to go back and forth. You see a lot of sleepers. He's trying to wear him down because you know what? If you're passed out, I can throw you over the top rope. Easier, solid strategy, especially when you just went through one hell of a fight earlier in the night. But yes, waste of a 30 spot, and you're really gonna tell me there was no room for Balor?
Oh yeah, no.
You're really gonna tell me there was no room for Balor? Like, I'm sorry, I love Rey Mysterio, but that could have been his spot.
So I do want to point out that you are wrong on your last 4. It was Reigns, Gunther, Orton, Paul. Cody had been taken out at 5 by Drew McIntyre, Claymore.
Oh yes, I forgot about that. He
was eliminating somebody.
He was in the midst of trying to eliminate Drew McIntyre, got involved, Claymore Cody off the ring apron, causing his elimination.
And that's when Reigns eliminated Fatu and Uso, leaving the final 4 participants: Reigns, Gunther, Orton, Paul.
Jacob Fatu also had a strong showing. We finally got the moment between Jacob and Roman that I've been asking for like 2 years now.
That really didn't even happen because other people interfered.
But again, so here are your favorites to not win this match.
Yep. Reigns eliminates Paul, Gunther eliminates Orton.
And now it's just these two going at it one-on-one. Again, Roman definitely showing why he ain't no bitch. He's fighting Gunther off as well as he can. Gunther's, locking in sleepers and submissions and really putting work to Roman, which is smart. I'm going to wear you down to the point that you are too tired to fight.
Yep.
Gunther's holding up. However, it proved not to be enough because with the elimination of Gunther, he is now your OTC, your tribal chief, is now a 2-time Royal Rumble winner and is going to Vegas to headline the showcase of the Immortals. And Miss Ma'am, congratulations again as you went back-to-back in the Men's Rumble and win both mini games and bragging rights for both Rumbles this year. Screw you. Now, with the recap of Rumble, it should have been LA Knight, by the way.
Should have been.
And you said it, LA Knight better win Money in the Bank.
Yep.
Or why are we doing any of this?
Yep.
But now you're going to give me... Now we're going to fast forward to Raw.
Let's do a quick little rundown on everything there.
Okay.
So Roman Reigns does come out. We are in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Last time Roman Reigns was in Philly. What?
Oh, he was booed out of the stadium?
He was booed out of the stadium. He does allude to that, saying, the first time I won my first title, here in Philly.
The first time I won the Rumble.
Here in Philly.
And it was a completely different reaction.
When I lost my title.
It was here in Philly.
So when I see on the calendar that our first stop after the Rumble is here in Philly, I'm gonna ask Philly for their help. He does allude to the fact that back in 2015, the reaction that he got even walking out was a completely different reaction.
Because nobody wanted him that year.
No, nobody did.
That wasn't his year.
No, it wasn't.
But I was gonna start off with the fact that we started with the Vision. Breakker complaining.
I was jumping straight into Reigns because of the Royal Rumble.
Yes. Well, this has to do with the Rumble. But, he comes out. He is complaining how he drew number 2. Pierce is like, look, don't you get tired of complaining? You drew the numbers. I did not draw the numbers for you. You drew your number. We all watched you draw your number.
Yeah.
It's your fault. Should have drew better. I think people really forget that at one point, this version of Adam Pearce didn't exist. Like, we forget that GM Adam Pearce wasn't always GM Adam Pearce. He was actually an in-ring competitor, and a pretty solid one at that, back in the day. So
he can go. Let's go.
So, are we really going to keep forgetting about this? Because the more you agitate this man, the more I feel like he's going to bust out the ring gear again. I hope not, because Breakker might murder him.
But at the same time.
Bust
out them trunks, man.
Let's see if you can still go. Another story coming out of Rumble. Javon had a match with El Grande Americano. El Grande Americano loses due to interference from El Grande Americano.
Yes.
So again, storyline there.
Third storyline coming out of
Oba Femi is still classified as a free agent. He hasn't signed to either brand.
I wasn't going there. I was going to a completely different one.
He comes out, he wrecks shop with the War Raiders, and leaves. Corey is on commentary talking about how Pearce needs to already be standing behind the curtain with a contract in hand because you want to sign him. What is the one that you were going for?
The Judgment Day, Liv Morgan tossing her sister Raquel Rodriguez over the top rope and eliminating
Let's talk
her.
about but speaking of accidental teammate eliminations, Charlotte did the same thing in eliminating Nia Jax. She did try to save Alexa Bliss in the process, but failed to catch her in time. She definitely called her out. Raquel then has her Philadelphia street fight with Stephanie Vaquer for the world title, tells Liv Morgan stay in the back, so that way when I win this on my own, it actually means something. There's your tension right there. Needless to say, Raquel, even with the help of Judgment Day, still went on to lose. Poor booking decision.
Agreed.
Because you really could have set up Liv versus Raquel for the world title, but now I feel like we're going to go down the stage of Liv versus Stephanie.
Yes.
Which isn't going to be as good a match.
It's not going to be as good of a match in storytelling, but I feel like the two females, it will be a beautiful match.
The in-ring aspect is going to be good, but story-wise, you had a lot more going with Raquel either winning or if you have,
Yeah.
But now, going into our main event segment.
Yes.
Roman arrives. He makes his entrance. He touches on the fact that, won my first title, lost my first title, won the Rumble, and 10 years ago, y'all had a different reaction to
yeah.
So, him getting cheered is wild. I think he got cheered because he was Cody Rhodes.
Yes, definitely.
But he definitely makes his choice. CM Punk comes out. Because he talks about Punk, he talks about Drew. You're two champions.
Which one do you like? Drew McIntyre, everybody boos, and the stadium gets really quiet. CM Punk, everybody cheers.
Because that's the collision we want to see.
Yes.
You can tell those two do have respect for each other.
Oh, yeah.
But they really... Punk being called Phil...
Yes.
Not being called CM Punk, but them two going at it on the mic was great. And this is probably some of Roman's best mic work to date.
If you haven't watched the segment, please go and watch it. Go back. Definitely.
But Punk really told him, you pick Drew, you're taking the easy way out.
Yes.
You pick me, you gotta
fight for this.
You have to fight for this. If you win this, you have actually earned this. Punk Roman telling him, you call him the easy choice, but you seem to forget he's bigger than you. Yeah, and I beat him in Hell in a Cell. I've been beating him for 3 years. The line that took me out was, you and how many of your cousins?
Yep.
And then Roman's response to watch how you talk about us, because if it wasn't for me and my family, you wouldn't have a company to come back to. False. The wheels would... Pipe bomb, callback that I'm going to have right now is, he says it, the wheels on the spoke are going to keep spinning regardless of who's there and who's not.
Exactly.
So, he stated, he brought up the fact that Punk left 10 years ago and he went on a podcast and he started talking ill about the business and that he made Roman's life harder than
it needed to be.
It needed to be. But Punk also did remind him that he wouldn't be there without Punk.
Yeah.
And I'm about to break that down in a second here. But he was like, what do you mean? I'm the reason you got brought back because they asked me 2 years ago or whatever.
It was okay.
If it was okay.
Yeah.
And,
and
I sat there at War Games and I shook your hand out of respect, not this stupid Zebros whatever, referencing the fact that they just did a Disney movie together.
What did we say? Some stupid shit like Zebros, and then we walk up the ramp and you mock me like I'm some little boy.
And Punk calling him on, you took a page out of my playbook. You pulled a CM Punk. Mm-hmm. You aligned yourself with Paul Heyman, and you went on this lengthy title run.
Just because it was longer doesn't mean it's better.
That part. Just because it was longer doesn't mean it was better. Because honestly, quality of matches, due to the interferences, wasn't as great.
And the number of title defenses.
Punk's 434
days as champion.
129 defenses.
59.
159.
159 defenses.
13,003 days or whatever.
1,316 days.
Sorry, whatever. Yep. 1,300 plus days, you have like 59 defenses.
58.
Total.
Yep.
Who really did it better? It was Punk. I can remember a lot more of Punk's matches because it started with the feud with Cena. We had the feud with Ryback. It ended with The Rock.
Yes.
Shouldn't
have, but it did.
But we had memorable matches.
Yeah.
And now we're going to talk about it. The Shield.
Yep.
And me and you were talking about this before we started recording. The Shield was CM Punk's brainchild.
Yes.
He went to WWE Creative. He went to NXT. Hey, do this.
I want these 3
10 years ago, I put you here. You're in this spot because of me.
Yep.
10 years ago, if I wouldn't have left, you don't become the guy you are. And
it still even took him how long to become the guy he is?
It took you 10 years to become the guy that you are now.
Yeah.
And valid. Granted, Roman wasn't the original choice for the Shield.
Yep.
But Punk compromised. He let it be Roman. And it worked for everybody involved. Rollins didn't need the Shield.
No,
he was already established. He got himself established as an NXT star immediately. First ever NXT champion.
Yep.
As Tyler Black. Boom. Dean Ambrose probably delayed stardom in WWE, but again, already an established star. Roman doesn't become Roman without his association with the Shield, and the Shield isn't associated without Punk. The main storyline debuting the Shield
was against Punk.
Was Punk hiring them to protect his title reign.
Yes.
And even then, he did not use them often.
No.
Like Roman used his bloodline.
Oh, yeah.
Like Roman manipulated his bloodline. So we have it official. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's going to be a fire match.
It is.
The complete 180 in storytelling and in build and in fan reaction to last year's World Heavyweight title build.
Oh my God.
Is insane and already noticeable.
It is. I'm excited for the next one that we come to. It is going to be Elimination Chamber.
February 28th.
And that we get to see, we are doing qualifying matches. I think it's this week or next week.
Starting Monday, I want to say.
Starting Monday. We are doing qualifying matches to see who gets to face Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship.
It's going to be really fun. I know who I want to see in that.
I know who I want to see in it and win because of the main storylines that's going that way. And mine is mainly going to be Jacob Fatu. I'm going to stand with you on that, totally. Toes
that
down.
Man. 10 toes down. Let's go. Push that man. All right.
With that, we do conclude our recap of the Royal Rumble and a little bit of Monday Night Raw, which kind of needed after Big Four.
You guys tend to like when we do that anyway, so it works.
I mean, y'all haven't complained once. With that being said, we will see you February 28th. We hope you guys enjoyed the show as much as we did for the matches. And with that, we're out. Laters.